And the only thing that I said to him was, I will do an open house, but it can't be like an open house with signs out.
Yes.
I would just invite the neighbors.
Of course.
But I wanted to also invite other outside of our RE/MAX family.
Yes.
The other,
Like a broker open?
like a broker open.
Okay.
So, and it's far, it's Bentwater. So it's trying to get people to go.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so are there agents who sell homes in Bentwater?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you find out who those agents are?
There's 200 houses for sale in Bentwater.
Yeah, oh, I know. I know Bentwater very well.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. So your question is?
Yeah, I want to get that sold.
Yes.
So that I can show that I can sell out there.
Okay.
Even though it's
Yeah, okay. You want? Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Small drawing.
Do a small drawing. Yes. Serve liquor. Okay, I was kidding about that, by the way. But yeah, but talk to Patricia, talk to Brenda, and I'll be glad to consult with you with that one-on-one, okay? But there's no question. Do homes in Bentwater ever sell?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's right. And by the way,
I used to have an open house. Every house I listed, and I had a $100 drawing. And I kept getting the same agents coming out. And the agents I wanted to come out were all selling houses. So when you're promoting it out there, you have to be persistent more than once, trying to get people back, and then you'll get those selling agents. I have a lot of trouble with that.
so I agree, Bentwater's a slower market.
Invitation only to the brokers that have been active for 6 months.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so by the way, what causes homes to sell, whether it's Bentwater, Woodlands, or Tomball? Price and what else? Okay, condition's a function of price, right? Right? Okay, price and exposure. That's it. That's it. Everything else that we could come up with is a function of price or exposure. What is the primary exposure tool in our market? Where do these 95% of buyers who are realtor represented, where do their realtors go to find homes? The MLS, right? It's not the Homes magazine at Kroger, right? They're not driving around searching for yard signs, right? So the vast bulk, 99% of the exposure requirement is met when you post that home on the MLS with attractive photos. So if the home meets that criteria and it doesn't sell, what's the issue? Always price. Always price. So Bentwater homes will sell. If it's exposed properly, MLS, lots of photos. Oh yeah, throw in a virtual tour, do a YouTube video, do all of that, okay? Get that extra 1% of exposure. But the critical factor, once it's on the MLS, is price it right, and I guarantee you can sell that thing this afternoon at a certain price point. Okay? That's the critical issue. So now, look with me at the bottom of page 2. Pre-launch prep. And again, to get involved, you do not have to do everything. You don't have to buy into the whole 5 sources. You know, maybe you want the E but not the O. Or you want the X but not the N. That's okay. Ellis? Yeah, let's see here. Anybody else lack a guide? There you go, Becky. Thank you. Pass that back to the Wims. Right there.
The time I really do it now is if I get a listing of somebody.
And I'm going to have to give you that one afterwards. Okay, I'll give you mine. Take that.
And there are new homes being constructed by it. Sit out there on the weekend with balloons and everything. You get a lot of leads and very often sell the house for people that, you know, don't want to go in and, you know, have to wait for construction and everything. That's a really great time to have open houses.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so look at this with me. My disclaimer was, you don't have to do the whole enchilada. You can pick and choose what programs or what parts you want to plug into that match your business model. And I'll be glad to talk with you one-on-one if you're not sure, okay, and get that worked out. But here's what I would encourage you to do if at some level you're like, I want to go there. Okay, I want to participate in this program in the next few months. Number one, import all your contacts into Lead Street. All your contacts. And I know we've got Top Producer and Outlook and Gmail and Yahoo and the file cabinet and the shoebox. We've got contacts everywhere, don't we? Right? The school directory, it's all there. And I'm going to say, hey, let's go on a massive effort this week to get all those contacts into Lead Street. And there's a very specific reason I'm going to say Lead Street, which we'll get into at the appropriate time, okay? But would you see value in having all of your contacts in one contact manager? Is there value in that, okay? So for group purposes, class purposes, we're going to choose Lead Street, okay? So I would encourage you to do that. Number two, open an Everydoor Direct account at USPS.com. And I realize you don't even know what that is right now. That's okay, we're going to get into it. But I want you to go ahead and set yourself up to take action immediately. Again, there's no cost, it's absolutely free. If you've ever signed up for an email account, you can sign up for an Everydoor Direct account. Just takes a couple minutes, just a name, phone number, email address, okay? So go to USPS.com, not .gov, .com, and just put in a little Google search window, Everydoor Direct. You'll see all the information on the program. Go ahead and sign up and create an account, okay? And by the way, I'll give you a little teaser. It's the absolute least expensive way to direct mail. Much cheaper even than bulk mail. Okay? Great, great program. We'll get into that at the appropriate time. Number three, identify your farm area. By the way, how many of you have done that already? That you know very specifically the area that you're going to dominate. Okay? I got 1, got 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? I think having a farm area is one of the most efficient ways to operate as a real estate professional. It's not necessarily the source that gives you the most immediate gratification. I mean, there are sources that we can implement this morning and have appointments this afternoon. Okay, there are those sources. We'll get into that. Geographic farming takes a little bit longer. But oh my goodness, once you get momentum, there are such efficiencies behind that. So I'm going to strongly encourage every one of you identify that area. While you're at UPS.com, looking at their Everydoor Direct program to sign up and create your account, go ahead and start playing with it because it can help you identify your preferred farm area. It will actually highlight on a map, like a Google map search, all the homes on various postal routes. And you can see, oh, there's 500 homes there, 700 here. Does that match up with the neighborhood where I want to be the dominant preferred real estate agent? So whether it's the neighborhood where you live or where you've done sales before, identify that. Make that a homework assignment. I'm going to, and I would encourage you at least 500 homes. Okay, 500, 700 homes is really an ideal farm, unless you're at mega agent status, and then you can go into the 2,000, 3,000 range. But if you've not done this, identify a farm, 500 to 700 homes. Okay. Number 4, create a YouTube channel. How many of y'all have one now? All right, I can count them all on one hand, okay? Again, you can do it in about 2 minutes. It's just logging in, putting your name and your email address in, and you're not going to know what to do with it right away, right? Okay? Just go ahead and create it. Because at our first content class next Thursday, it's all going to be about YouTube. We are going to create videos, upload videos, and edit videos on YouTube in class, okay? You're going to do that. So if you create the channel, you have nothing on it, by the time you leave class next Thursday, you're going to have content on your own YouTube channel, okay? So go ahead and open that up. All right, next page, number 5, create a Craigslist account. Yes, Mike?
You can get there where you go if you can open it up.
To YouTube?
Yeah.
Go to youtube.com. Just do that. And if it's not, just glaringly obvious, then type in the search window How do I open a YouTube account? I guarantee you there's 10,000 videos that people have uploaded about how to do that. Okay? By the way, that applies to any subject matter that you can imagine. It's all on YouTube. What is, by the way, the #1 search engine in the world? What's number 2? Who owns YouTube? Bingo. That's why in e-marketing we're going to put such an emphasis upon video. Google's the #1 search engine. YouTube is number 2. And so videos are driving search results, and videos specifically on YouTube are going to get you placed on Google. And again, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. We're going to make it super simple, super easy, whether you've ever done it before or not. I promise, super easy. Okay? So go ahead and open up the account. How many of y'all ever sold anything on Craigslist? Okay. So you have a Craigslist account if you've sold. If you haven't, open one this week. Okay? Again, it's just like creating a YouTube channel. Just 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and you're done. Okay? And I know some of you are thinking, why Craigslist? Okay? Because it is an amazing lead generator. Amazing. And in class, I'm going to share with you some personal examples that'll blow your socks off. Okay? Amazing. So go ahead and open that account. Number 6, purchase a URL that matches your Craigslist call to action and then direct it to your RE/MAX Lead Street website. How many of y'all have already purchased a vanity URL that you're using for your Lead Street website? Okay? When I say a vanity URL, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. If you're affiliated with RE/MAX right now, you have a free website, okay? And it's probably something like www.brendaQ.remaxtexas.com, something long, hairy, nasty, okay, that nobody's going to remember or type that long without making mistakes. And so you want to go to GoDaddy and purchase a vanity URL. Brenda Q sells, okay? Sell with Brenda. Something like that that links to you, that's very simple. .coms are selling for $12.99 a year on GoDaddy. And I'm specifically recommending GoDaddy out of the hundreds of URL providers out there because their management tools are so simple to use. Non-techies can point URLs on GoDaddy, and it tells you on one dashboard how many you've purchased, what their expiration dates are, what you paid for them. Super simple. And I'm going to coach you down a path where we all have multiple vanity URLs, all pointing back to our RE/MAX Lead Street website. And when I say here very specifically to your Craigslist call to action, let me tell you what I mean. How many of y'all were in class earlier in the fall when I shared the Craigslist Lead Street strategy? Okay, a few of you were there. The day after I taught that class, Craigslist changed their policy and you can't put live links in Craigslist ads anymore, okay? So we were advertising, click on this link, blah, 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 see this house, okay? Well, they changed it immediately, okay? Obviously, somebody told them what we were doing, okay? But it's still highly effective as long as you type in the vanity URL that matches the call to action. So for example, in Craigslist, they let you upload 24 photos of a featured property, and I'm going to say just upload one. But then buy a URL that says something like seeallphotos.com, okay? See the rest of the photos.com. getinsideview.com, something of that nature that you can put right into the body of your Craigslist ad so that if they like that featured photo, which is typically the exterior front, they'll cut and paste that into their URL and go directly to your RE/MAX website, okay? More to come on that.
So they can't click on it?
They can't click, but they can cut and paste. And if the URL describes what they're looking for, now if it's just your name.remax. whatever, they're not going to go there. But if it's seewoodlandshomephotos.com, they're going to go there because that's what they want to do, okay? See Tomball Home Videos, okay? They're going to go there, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Buy a URL that matches the call to action.
And then point that domain to the
to your RE/MAX website, okay? And if you don't know how to do that, just ask me, okay? On GoDaddy, it's super simple. I promise you'll look, oh, that's all I got to do? Just click? Yeah, that's all you got to do. But I'll be happy to show you if you struggle with that. Number 7, learn how to upload and edit videos on YouTube. Don't worry about that. Just come to class next week, okay? I'm going to show you how to do that. Number 8, learn how to build landing pages on your RE/MAX website. Don't worry about that. I'm going to show you how to do that. However, the reason I put it on this pre-launch activities list is I wanted to give you a little insight into kind of my learning mode. I have a commitment to get on the treadmill for about 30 minutes every morning, okay, before heading to the office. And it drives me crazy to just be plodding along, okay, when my mind is not active. And so I've kind of turned that into my personal university time. And I take my daughter's iPad that she confiscated from me, and I take it back for those 30 minutes. And I just watch YouTube videos while I'm on the treadmill. Put the headphones on. And what I've been doing recently is learning about RE/MAX lead street tools during that time. And it's all on YouTube. So you could, for example, go to YouTube and say, how do I build a landing page on my lead street website? Guess what? Tons of videos, okay? How do I upload and edit videos on YouTube? Boom, tons of videos right there. So come to class, I'll show you. But if you're just like, oh, I can't wait, you know, I want to know right now, then there you go. Find that time where maybe your body is active but your mind is idle, and just start turning that into productive time, okay? And learning that. All right, so those are pre-launch activities. I would encourage you, if you want to plug into the EXONN campaign at any level, go ahead and get started on those activities. Now, starting on page 4, I'm just giving you a sample. We're not going to go through these now. I'm just showing you what life could look like 3 or 4 months from now when we are fully implemented in the EXONN program. Once you've learned everything and you're fully functional, okay? I'm going to give you, and this is the sample of it, I'm trying to deliver on this promise, the exact activities that you do for 2 hours a day. Because my commitment is if you do 2 hours a day of lead generation activities that we're teaching 6 days a week, 45 weeks out of the year, voila, $100,000 more is going to show up in your business this year. Okay, so what do I do for those 2 hours a day? Well, here's just a sample, okay? This is what it's going to look like once we're fully implemented. And I give you your tasks that you do every day, 6 days a week, and then the specific tasks Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then your choice, Saturday or Sunday, okay? 6 days shall you labor. Then you take Sunday off, okay? Or Saturday, whatever. All right, so skip over that. We're not going to get into it right now. Go all the way to page 7 with me. So what do I do this week? Okay, this week. What do I do starting today? Because we're not going to start rolling out additional vital activities until we get into content classes starting next Thursday. But here's what I would encourage you to do. If you're at all interested in plugging in, go ahead and complete all the pre-launch activities. Go ahead and do that. Open your USPS, open your YouTube, open your Craigslist, get all your contacts uploaded. None of that's going to hurt you, okay? Number 2, very important. Watch the Craigslist Lead Street tutorial video on our YouTube channel. Y'all aware we have our own YouTube channel, our office does, okay? Awesome, I love that. Yeah, it's got hundreds of videos on it, and it's super simple to find it. I've told you right here, just go to YouTube, there it is, step by step, log in, then in the search window, just type in 2 words, prosperous agent. We will be the first result that shows up on the first page. It's cool, you'll love it. Click on subscribe while you're there, so you get all notification updates. See, once on the channel, the first video you should see is entitled Using Craigslist Ads to Create Leads on Your RE/MAX Website. The reason it's first is they're ordered by most recent upload, and that's the most recent upload. I just made that video a couple days ago for you guys. And it's very cool. I've never done this before. But what I did, I got a new screen capture software program. So literally what you're seeing, it's a 10-minute video. What you're seeing is my screen as I toggle back and forth between HAR and Craigslist, and I post this ad. So literally, You could watch it on one screen and follow paint by numbers on the other. Because you just follow my cursor with the little bright yellow glow around it as it moves across the screen, and you see every single keystroke, okay? That's how simple this is going to be. But I would encourage you, go ahead and watch that video, and so you're going to get fired up when you see that, okay? So go ahead and do that. Number 3. Using the video tutorial as a guide, go ahead and start posting Craigslist ads. You don't need to wait for class. Go ahead and start because it's all right there in the 10-minute video, okay? Select properties in your preferred market area, okay? So if you're trying to dominate Alden Bridge, don't go somewhere else. Don't go to Conroe or whatever. Identify your farm area first and then find properties there. If you have your own listings, advertise those. If not, you have complete freedom and authority to advertise any home that is on HAR. Okay? If it's in the MLS, because of our IDX agreement, you can advertise it. Now the stipulation is you have to give proper credit to the listing broker. Okay? In the tutorial that you watch on YouTube, I show you exactly how to do that. Keeps you out of real estate jail. Okay? Keeps us out of real estate jail. So do it just like that. Okay? My encouragement is, of the 4, post 2 resale ads or new home construction if it's near completion, but 2 homes for sale, and then 2 high-end leases. How many of y'all love lease clients? Okay? All right. I know they're not real popular. I'm here to challenge just a little bit, okay? When I say high-end, minimum $2,000 a month rent. In the Woodlands, they can go $3,000, $4,000 a month and more. Hey, you get half that. That's not a bad payday, right? For fairly quick turnarounds on these things. So posting leased ads can generate quick cash. But you know what else it generates? So long-term clients, buyers, because most of those people are 1-year leases, and they're doing temporary housing because they don't know the market yet. They don't have everything in alignment to purchase yet. But a year from now, there's a very good chance they're going to be a buyer client for you. Okay, so I highly recommend that. 2 homes, 2 leases. Okay, every day. 4. Once you've imported all your contacts into Lead Street, that was part of the pre-launch activities. Work to complete any missing contact information. Okay, this is a big job. A big job. Because a lot of people in your database, you're going to have an email but not a phone number, an address but not a phone number or an email. And I'm going to say, get busy, try to gather all that information. If you do that, by the way, you just might generate an extra $100,000 in your business this week. How would that happen? You're going to be calling all these people, right? You're going to be emailing them. You're going to be reaching out to them. Hey, just updating my database. Needed to fill in a couple blanks. Hey, can you confirm? Is this still your address? Is this still your preferred phone number? Hey, by the way, what mode of contact do you prefer? Facebook messaging, texting, calling? And oh, by the way, since I've got you on the phone, do you or your family have any current need to buy, sell, lease, or invest? Or do you know anybody who does? If you have that conversation 100 times, are you going to generate some business? Oh my goodness. Yes, Mike?
Because you can't edit that. Once you upload them, you don't want to take them out.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Lead Street is what's called a CRM, a customer relationship management software program. So yeah, you can add, delete, update. There's a notes section. You can schedule callbacks, all of that. Yeah, so just think about the opportunities right there. Just completing or confirming all of that contact information with direct one-on-one phone calls where possible, or if you don't have the number, a direct personal email. Oh my goodness, your business is going to go through the roof if you just have 100 of those outreaches this week or over the next month. Okay? And if you draw from all the sources of contacts that you have in your life right now, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of people. Okay? So incredible business sitting right there. And then number 5, I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and hold an open house. Okay? Because most of y'all are experienced agents and you've held dozens or hundreds of open houses. Okay? Yes, I'm going to teach a specific strategy that's been proven to be highly effective, but I suspect what you're doing right now is pretty effective too. Okay? So just go ahead and get back in that game. schedule an open house. If you don't have a listing in your preferred market area, find an agent in our office who does. If there's not one in our office who does, maybe a RE/MAX agent from outside the market area who does. Maybe there's a builder in there with a spec home and let you hold it open, okay? But just zero in on an open house that you can hold this weekend, okay? Try to do that before next Thursday, all right? Then we'll have a highly productive conversation. So I have passed out these weekly activity commitment sheets. Y'all see this? And I'm going to encourage you, go ahead and write your name in there right now. Everybody have one? If you need one, let me know. Okay? Go ahead and write your name in there in today's date. And I have run out. Y'all have just far exceeded my expectations of how many we're going to be here. So I will email them to everybody in the office, okay? So this afternoon. So you'll get an electronic copy of that. Here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Fill it out right now. Put your name and the date in there. And then what your activity commitment to yourself is over the next 7 days. And you could just simply write in, do all pre-launch activities. Okay? That would be completely sufficient. Now what we're going to do is each week in class, I will give you another blank sheet. And you can write down your commitment to yourself for the following week. Okay? Now, if you want somebody in your life to look at that and talk to you about that, to help you stay focused and accountable, that's what the Gold Squads are about. Okay? Some of y'all have heard me say this before. As human beings, we are masters of justifying our own what? Our excuses, our distractions, our inefficiencies. If I tell you I'm going to do something and I don't do it, will I come up with a really good excuse why I didn't do it? Just like you, right? In fact, my story will be so good, you'll be like, well, Frank, if I had that experience, I wouldn't have done it either, you know? You'll start agreeing, you'll empathize with me. As human beings, we're masters of justifying our own distractions. And so to maintain focus over time on uncomfortable activities, right? There's no growth without discomfort. We're getting outside of our comfort zone. We need to have people in our life who want something for us and not just something from us, okay? People who care enough about us to ask us the hard questions. And so Gold Squads are something we're rolling out on January 31st. That's the week after next. So next week we have our first content course in EXONN. The following week we launch Gold Squad. It's going to last for 12 weeks. That's it. Boom. And then we'll see if we want to do another 12, and then we'll see if we want to do another 12. But the first round is just 12 weeks. We're going to limit the group to about 10 people. So if we have more than 10, we'll have multiple groups. Okay? And the way it's going to work is each group will have a team captain. And as you show up to your group, the team captain will go around the table and just ask a series of questions. And it'll go like this. So Tiffany, what did you commit yourself to doing this week? And you'll pull up your weekly activities list and you'll say, well, I said I was going to get my database in order. I was going to call 2 expireds every day. I was going to hold an open house. Okay? Straightforward, right? What did you commit yourself to doing to yourself? Second question. Did you do that? Okay? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, I did it. Fantastic. Okay? No, I didn't. Okay then, Tiffany. What got in the way? Okay, brief explanation. Okay, because we know we're going to hear a good story, right? Okay, this is the entertainment factor, right? So what got in the way? Okay, and then having heard that, what do you want to commit yourself to for next week? Okay, and then you complete your new weekly activity commitment. That's it. What did you commit to? Did you do it? If not, why not? And what commitments are you making for the next week? That's it. Okay? Go around the table. Nobody beating anybody up. Our accountability philosophy is reflection without judgment. Okay? So this isn't a beat-up session. It's just we care about you and we want you to fund all of your life aspirations. And so we're going to ask you these questions. Okay? You're going to throw $100 into the kitty on the first day. If you attend 10 of the 12 sessions, you get your $100 back. If you miss more than 2, then the group is going to take your $100 and go to lunch. Okay? So, and that lunch is already scheduled. It's going to be on the 12th week on April 18th Everybody who participates, we're going to go to Perry's and have lunch, okay? And I suspect we'll have a nice little fund, okay? So that you're probably not going to be paying for it, all right? So that's how that works, okay? The Gold Squad's gold. Generators of leads daily. That's what that means, okay? So you can be in the EXONN training classes and not be in the Gold Squads. Absolutely. You don't have to sign up for that. You can be in the Gold Squads and not attend the training, right? Because you might have your own deal. You might have your own program of lead generation this year, but you just want somebody to hold you accountable, okay? So you'll see on the weekly activity commitment, there's that other at the bottom. You can just write in whatever you're committing to and then have your partners in the Gold Squad hold you accountable, okay? All right. How do you all feel about the Gold Squads, by the way? Awesome?
I think we need to get beat up.
You need to get beat up? Okay, choose the meanest team captain.
Somebody has to.
Yeah, all we're going to do, we're really not going to get down on people. It's just going to be, hey, this is what you said you were going to do. Here's the mirror. Here's what you actually did. Do you like what you see? Okay? If not, what do you want to commit to for next week? Okay? So really do. I want to keep it lighthearted. I want to keep it fun. Just knowing that you're going to be asked those questions by people that you care about once a week. The group sessions will only last about 30 minutes. It doesn't take long to go around the table and ask those short questions. Okay? 30, 40 minutes is all there is to it. And we're being consistent with the start time, 10 a.m. Everything starts at 10 a.m. So you'll be done by 10:30, 10:40, okay, every Friday. If you want to participate in Gold Squad, you do need to send me an email because we're going to limit participation in each group to 10. So just frankgray, remax.net, I'm in. Sign me up for Gold Squad, okay? That's all you got to do. All right? Whew, deep breath. Okay. Questions, comments, feedback. You got to go. Got to go? Got to go? Okay, all right. Thank you for being here, Rosa. I think if the sandwiches are here, grab one on the way out.
Is this your card? Rosa, is this yours? I have a question.
Yes, Vanessa.
Automatically, you're missing when you go to conferences, right?
Yes. Okay, thank you. There will be excused absences. This will not count towards your 2 misses if you're involved in REMAX training events. So if you're going to the conference, you're going to national convention, if you're going to a website and SEO training put on by the region, and there are conflicts with the Fridays. So if you're involved in it, but that's going to be the only exception. Okay? Does that answer your question? Okay. Thanks for bringing that up.
Tooth surgery on the 31st.
Doesn't count. All right. Just miss 2 more, and we're going to lunch on you. Bye, Rosa. Okay. Other questions, comments, feedback? What? No, it'll just be more than Rosa contributing $100. I guarantee you.
Let's get back to the other stuff, but do you have to set up your REMAX website, or can you send these to your current website?
Okay, you can do anything you want because the best thing about your business is it's your business, right? I'm recommending that you use your REMAX Lead Street website. But do some of you have another website that you pay for or that you've created and it's the whiz-bang answer to everything? Keep using it. My goodness, of course. I don't want you to stop that, right? Most agents are not maximizing the value of their free REMAX website, and so I'm going to encourage you to turn that into a cash machine, okay? All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go check in. Oh, we got to hear a word from our sponsor. So don't get up just yet. Yes, Mike?
Okay, when we do this, and leads generated through that stuff, does that go, since it's going through Lead Street, it goes to us automatically?
Yes, it does, but
If we don't, then does it go somewhere else?
yes, it does. You get, even if you generated the lead, you get 2 hours to accept it, and if you don't, it goes out to one of your classmates. Absolutely. So you got to be quick on it. All right, hang on. Don't leave. You're on. Okay. All right.
I did wire the phone.
Hello, everybody. My name's Bobby Ayers. I'm with Jake Collin. Appreciate y'all coming out. This is a new subdivision we have. We have probably 42 lots. The houses are pretty much traditional. The range anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000, 2,000 to 3,000 square foot. And we can do 2.5 car garages on some of them, we can do garage apartments on some of them, and we have a little bit of opening that we can make some adjustments on things, but pretty much everything has the hardwoods, crown moldings, granites, and everything throughout the first floor, and 8-foot doors, ceilings, pretty much everything you need all in it in a package. We have actually 2 2,200 square foot houses that are on the ground ready, and 2 houses like this one that'll be ready this month. So if you have any questions, the build time's about 5 to 7 months. Time we get through getting everything approved by the Woodlands and the chain that we got to go through. And then also we have another subdivision, Augusta Pines, that we actually have about 5 lots, and those houses pretty much range anywhere about 3,500 to about 5,200 square foot. We can only put there's 2 lots we can put the biggest houses on. We have a spec that's going on the ground that's 4,000 like the model, and then we have a 3,100 square foot 1-story, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3-car garage that's ready right now. And really over there what you'll get is about 1,000 square foot more house for $100,000 less, and it's right across from the gated community. So, but Ray McCall and I both work both these subdivisions, so if you have any questions. And also we have opened a new subdivision out of that too, I forgot about, in Conroe out of West Fork. That's with the golf course community. It'll basically be the same plans we had in Cinco Ranch and Augusta Pines. And it'll be, we've gotten it started with models and everything, will be ready probably around June, July. And then we have food coming, and it'll be here about 11:30. Just make yourself at home, and if the weather wasn't bad, we'd go walk the lots. But we got everything going from here all the way back to the street back down that way. They still got a pretty good choice of lots. And one thing they do, they're real hard on us here. We can only, whatever house on the same elevation, we got to have 3 lots between it. So we've got to really watch our repetition. It's basically like the East Shore and the Heights kind of concept. And then the biggest thing here is selling point between here and the shopping center right over there. Especially with the restaurants and everything that they've got going in there, and the HEB. It's more of a lifestyle here than it is, the big houses. So it's taken off, and we've been real happy with it. And if we can do anything to help y'all, just call us anytime. I live here in the Woodlands, so